do sit. Now, welcome back. So, unfortunately, my situation, family, friends, and just life in general will not allow me to be great. I'm supposed to do a words are escaping me. I'm supposed to do a movie review. Unfortunately, all that I named before are not allowing me to do it. So instead, I said, let me just try to do something short, a music, not really a review, sort of like an analysis. Just talking in general about three songs that I really love. And let's get into it. The three songs that I wanted to talk about, if you hear certain noise, just ignore it. Like I said, my situation will not allow me to be great. And if you hear airplanes, I do not live over a tarmac or anything like that. But planes do be flying regularly near me. Anyways, I digress. So the three songs that I wanted to focus on are Here With Me by Dido, Thank You by Dido, and White Flag by Dido. Now, the first time I heard Here With Me, I don't know, I was probably 6, 7, thereabout. And this song came out in 1999. And where I first heard this song was on a TV show called Roswell. That was the introduction song. And I just fell right in love with it. At 6, 7, 8, the lyrics spoke to me. And I remember it very clearly because we didn't have cable. And I think Roswell came on CW. That's the door. It creaks. I think it came on CW. But I used to watch it on TVJ, Television Jamaica. And it was just my favorite TV show. A 6-year-old, 7-year-old watching this thing that I know I ought not to have watched. Because, I don't think... Did it have any themes that... I don't think it had themes that I don't think children should have watched. Again, this is talking by memory and the books that I read, because they had the books as well. And I read the books like late primary school, early high school. So I started reading those books when I was like 10, give or take. And yeah. But back to the music. So the lyrics go like this. I didn't hear you leave. I wonder how am I still here? And I don't want to move a thing. It might change my memory. I will not read all of it, but that's just basically the first line. And then when it goes on, everything about the song just really captivated me. It made me want to fall in love. I think this song is probably one of the first songs that made me like want to fall in love, that made me want to have crushes, that made me have crushes, that gave me unrealistic expectations when it came to relationships, how to see relationships. This song, going back to it now, the song is from the opening of a TV show called Roswell. Now, Roswell is about some aliens who came to Earth and they crashed in Roswell, New Mexico. It's a wonderful series. If you've never watched it, I would suggest you do. So it stars Jason Bear, my apologies if I butchered your name, as Max Evans, Sherry Appleby as Liz Parker, Mahandra Delfino as Maria DeLuca, Brandon Fair as Michael Guren, Kathleen Heigl as Isabel Evans, Adam Rodriguez as Jesse Ramirez. I like Jesse. Nick Weschler as Kyle Valenti, Emile De Raven as Tess Hardin, and others. But those are the main cast. My favorite characters were Maria and Michael. Their relation, to me as a child, they were goals. Michael was this rough, angsty teenager, and Maria was this girl who tried to change him. Yep, I think this is where it started. And then for Max and Liz, they were the couple. Max gave me the unrealistic expectation that soft guys are just all that on a bag of chips. No. Some of these things that I used to watch, they did me dirty. But yeah, so Here With Me is just a really good song. And yeah, that's it. Now the next song, I think the next song is what really gets me. Not in a bad way, just it fills me with angst, or it filled me with angst, but nowadays I just really have an appreciation for the lyric. So this one came out in 1998. I would have been 4. And again, I didn't start knowing this song until late high school, probably. Like when YouTube came out. YouTube came out in 2005. And I don't remember what we were using before. If you typed in a song, I don't remember what would come up. I remember there was a or I don't remember. But yeah, I think about that time I started knowing these songs. And Thank You was a song that I used to listen to when I was exceedingly depressed. And trust me, I was very depressed. Sometimes I look and I think, how are children depressed? And then I remember, Sherifa, you were a child that was extremely depressed and angry and bitter. Yeah, at the tender age of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I was. So I don't judge children. I don't judge. I try to understand them, but I don't judge. And I can understand, why they would do certain things. I did it too. So I digress. So this song was a song that I used to listen to whenever I was depressed and sad. And it was one of the songs that I would sing over and over again whenever I liked a boy and he didn't like cringe whenever I liked a boy and he didn't like me back. Again, this was primary school, so I was very, very young. May I kill mosquito? Mosquito bite me. Yeah. So whenever like I like somebody and he didn't like me back, I would think about this song. And retrospectively, again, at 9, 10, 11, what you mean your tea is gone cold and wondering why you got out of bed at all? What was I singing at such an age? But yeah, that song really resonated with me for those kind of reasons. And then when I got older, again, by getting older, at this time I would have gone into my teenage years, and still the song resonated with me for the same reason. But then come 2016, I think it resonated with me for a different reason. I met this guy, my Daniel. And Daniel is a sweetheart. He was a sweetheart then and he's still a sweetheart now. Daniel, he was a supervisor where I worked. And he was very nonchalant. Like, when I first met him, he was so nonchalant. I'm like, no, I don't want to put a guy a team. I do not want to be on his team because, he just seemed very laid back. Pity I didn't know he was going to be the coolest person there. And his friends were really cool as well. So anyways, became friends with him, and he was the one who basically could calm me down whenever I got anxious. Because about 16, 16, I think, I started developing panic attacks. I became anxious. So in addition to being depressed, I started getting panic attacks and so on and so forth. And if anybody who knows me, I always have my headphones. Always listening to music. If at that time, if I wasn't listening to music, I would be listening to the BBC. I love languages, so hearing certain persons talk or hearing music just really calms me down. So yeah, and this was one of the songs I would listen to regularly. And then I realized Daniel fit this song. Like whenever I was sad, whenever I was depressed, whenever I was sad and depressed, I could call my friends. Because they knew my situation. But I think Daniel studied psychology, so maybe that's why he was really good to talk to. Or I don't remember if he did study psychology, or he was just really that good. And the part of the song that I always ascribe to him, I'm looking at the lyrics right now, so bear with me. I drank too much last night, got bills to pay. My head just feels in pain. I miss the bus and there'll be hell to pay. I'm late for work again, and even if I'm there, they'll all imply that I might not last a day. But then you call me, and it's not so bad. It's not so bad. That is one of the lyrics. That is one of the part that makes me smile whenever I think of my Dan Dan. And even after I left the work and started going to school, still had. I eventually overcame the panic attacks. No, not as yet, not as yet. But they weren't as bad as previously. But I wasn't as depressed. So I overcame depression to an extent. But the panic attacks were are still there a little. And whenever I started getting overwhelmed, he wouldn't call me, but I would call him because I'm the one who needed therapy. So I would call him and just, hi, Dan Dan, how are you? And automatically, once I'm talking to him, I'm smiling. Persons used to think that I had a crush on him or that I liked him. And I would tell people, I love him. I love Daniel. Daniel is my favorite person. And my friends who I worked with, they realized that it wasn't that type of love. It was literally a platonic love. And for me, I think, you can be friends with somebody and love them platonically. Yeah, you can. Both male and female. For me, Daniel was that person. And whenever I think about these lyrics, I can't help just put a smile on my face and think about him. Because he's my person. Like, Grey's Anatomy really had me with that. But yeah, Daniel is my person, and this is my song for him. There's no romantic anything. It's just he's a good person to talk to. And whenever possible, I sometimes just message him randomly, how are you? I just ascribe this song to my favorite person. Hi Daniel. Now the next song is the song White Flag by Dido. Now, White Flag, I ascribe White Flag to this guy that I like. Again, in primary school, a lot of my moments are from primary school. Most of my depressive episodes are in primary school. And then the second most depressive episodes are in high school. But yeah, so White Flag. White Flag is one that I like. Do I want to say love? I don't necessarily love it, but I like it. And then the music video. The music video has what's that guy's name? David Boreanaz. Yeah, David Boreanaz. Apologies if I butcher your name, sir. So I liked him from the series Angel. I think he came in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Again, early 2000 type show that really, our 19th show really just did it for me. I just like that song. Do I have anything I want to say about that song? I know you think. Oh, yeah. So for me, who I ascribe this song to is this guy that I liked in primary school, Romario. I had the hugest crush on this guy. And he didn't like me back. That you will. You will find that a recurring theme in my love life. Liking somebody and they didn't like me back. That is a recurring theme. But yeah, I ascribe that to Romario. And when I stopped liking him, are nearing to stop liking him. I remember playing this song. That's just it. That's it, really. But yeah, listen to Dido. She is an amazing, amazing artist. Her songs, she has more songs obviously, but those three songs really dictated a lot of my mood throughout growing up. Yeah, for me, music is a way of life. Music is an expression. Music tells a story. Music invokes the senses. It awakens your being. Music is more than the beeps and the boops. Who said that? Connor. I don't know his last name. I can't pronounce his last name. I ain't gonna try. C Dog VA. Yeah, he said he doesn't know music. He only hears the beeps and the boops. I like saying that, beeps and the boops. But yeah, music is more than the beeps and the boops. Music is something that you can listen to it and find so many things. Yeah, this wasn't really a review or anything. Just thought, rambling out. But I may do more music reviews, music analysis, songs that I like, and see how best I can, fix it. I hope to get better at this podcast thingy, but what I like about it is that I'm able to just get my thoughts across, and I would like to just to be straight instead of rambling here, rambling there. But most of the times, that's how my mind is. My mind, I literally ramble to myself often. I have so many recordings. I am just there talking to myself and I ramble. I don't really talk straight. I just ramble. I do that. I do that. Yeah. I'm awkward like that, so I ain't even fronting. But anywho, that is it. Peace out. Bye.